MTWS fans, we are live in State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona for the final event of the 2024 MTWS season. For the first time ever, too, we're in Glendale, not for a championship event. This is the first time ever we're here for just a regular season event, since all the times before were for the championship in 2020, 2022, and 2023. And of course, we just saw earlier today Detroit, the East Coast season finale, and the Wild actually had there. But of course, now we need to take a look at the stand-ins now, as they're updated, as Nitro has the lead right now, but it's only temporary, because Shatter, no matter what, will take over, even if it does terrible in every single regard tonight. And of course, the other truck could still potentially take over. Nitro has been eliminated from the points championship. It's going to come down to either Shatter, Outlaw, or Mad Dog to get it. And there's some other crazy things too. Thunderbolt right now is qualified for championship, but it's out of the championship right now, which is really odd. But it'll get back in if it does good enough. But actually, it'll get in no matter what, how it does, but we'll hold on to it as a question. But here's the sad thing though. Crush and Run, while technically in the championship at the moment, it cannot stop Thunderbolt from taking over. It'll have enough points, even if it does terrible, to get back in. And because of that, Crush and Run has been officially eliminated from the 2024 MTWS Championship. For the first time ever, Crush and Run is not making the championship. That is astonishing. Never in its history. And several other trucks have been eliminated and gone to the Runners-Up Cup, but there's still a bunch of other spots still up for grabs. All four main spots left in the championship are still up for grabs. And we'll see what's going to happen tonight, how long they'll last, and all that. So, of course, here in Glendale, we're going to be doing SoCal-style racing. Can't wait to see how that's going to do and all that here. And it's going to be a little bit of a different setup, as they're going to start behind the ramp instead of on top of the hills like they normally do. But anyways, we're about to get ready for qualifying, as we're getting ready to go for the final event of the 2024 season before we get ready for the Runners-Up Cup and the Championship coming up very soon. So, of course, here in Glendale, it's going to start off with Bling versus Bone Crusher, High Flying versus Flying Falcon. Then a big matchup is Crazy Bull is going to go up against Eruption, Predator versus Shadowrun, Night Stalker versus Stinger, Crazy versus Topsy Turvy. A huge matchup in Thunderbolt versus Outlaw. Then another big matchup, Power Forward versus Mad Dog, Total Chaos versus Wild Ride, and wrapped up with War Machine versus Shatter. Alright, so let's get qualifying underway. Here we go. Bling and Bone Crushers. Here we go. And like I said, they start behind the hill instead of on top of it. I thought that would be an interesting touch from SoCal Racing for once instead. Alright, so here they go. In between the jumps. They got to thread that needle in between those obstacles. They're really close to the turns, as you can tell. Here we go to the final turn. And a good turn right there for Bling, looks like. And this jumper here is going to be really steep. You see, landed right on the cars. Bling right there. Beautiful landing, even though you're not supposed to land on the cars. They're for freestyle. But yeah, they're going to get massive skywheelies. And they got to be careful how they land, because there could be problems for them. But anyways, Bling going to get the victory, as Bling right now has a 26.8086. That's number one. As Bone Crusher is a 27.1747. Alright, so now up is High Flying and Flying Falcon. And here we go. As High Flying, remember, once last win here in the Runners-Up Cup back in January. As they'll be competing in Baltimore this year. As here we go around the hill. I think Flying Falcon has the lead, because their names are so similar. Here we go to the final turn. Good turn by High Flying, but Flying Falcon's going to get the victory. Big skywheeling. There we go. Easy victory. A little bit off the side there for High Flying, but Flying Falcon's going to get the victory. Alright, so now we wait on the times. As Flying Falcon got 26.8507. And High Flying got 27.8831. Now up is a big matchup. Crazy Bull, the defending racing champion, going up against Eruption. And they are off! Big matchup this is. Could any of them get the number one time potentially? As here we go into that turn. In between right here, I think Crazy Bull has the big lead. But man, did Eruption have a really good turn. But I think Crazy Bull got out of it quicker, which helps it out. Here we go to the final turn. Hanging in there still. And it looks like it's going to be all Crazy Bull, the big sky wheelie. Oh, I think Eruption might have overtaken Crazy Bull at the end with the landing. And yes, it does. Eruption takes out Crazy Bull in the end because of the landing. Holy cow. As it gets a 26.82 free, and Crazy Bull got 27.088 free. Alright, so a big matchup it was, but Bling still leads. Next up is Predator versus Shadowrun. Here we go. And it's going to go into that turn. Come out very fast for Bling. I mean, not Bling, Predator. What a sharp turn there for both trucks. I think Predator hit the turning car. But here we go. The final turn. As, they both had terrible turns right there. And here we go to the final jump. Big air for Shadowrun. As, Shadowrun is flipping over. As it is going to go over again. Flipped at the end of its race. Not a good landing, but didn't seem too bad. But I think Shadowrun did get the victory in the end, as it does, as they got 27.3517. Predator got 27.6045 as both trucks struggled. Alright, so now up is Night Stalker and Stinger, as they are off. Let's see what they got as Bling still leads. And now here we go, in the middle of the track now. Not a really good turn by either of them. Stinger's going to go into the back in the semi-trailer. That was not a good turn. Terrible pass. But then Night Stalker went very wide. But it looks like it's going to be Night Stalker in the end still. As, Stinger in trouble. Both in trouble. Flip it over for Stinger as it's going to go over in the end. As not a good finish for Stinger. As neither of them had... Oh my god, both of them had the two worst times so far. Night Stalker got 27.9738. Stinger got 28.5275. Not good. Alright, next up. The defending freestyle champion Crazy versus Topsy Turvy. Here we go. See what they got. Going into the turns. A little bit of drift right there for Crazy. As going deep. I think Topsy Turvy has the lead still. And now going into that turn. What a sharp turn by Crazy. But I think it lost the speed advantage and looks like it's going to be... terrible! In trouble there for Crazy. Had a horrible landing as it flips over and saves it. As we wait on the times. And Crazy just edged out. Holy cow. Crazy got 27.1038. And Topsy Turvy got 27.3263. Alright. So now we continue on with a huge matchup. The 2011 Freestyle Champion Thunderbolt versus the three-time racing champion Outlaw, who was the #1 qualifier here last time in the 2023 championship. And here we go! Thunderbolt and Outlaw. Huge matchup. As Outlaw did not have a good turn right there. But then Thunderbolt hit the berm. The skill roller. That's not good. Oh my goodness, what turns they had. Here we go. The final turn. Really cutting it close there for Outlaw as it will get the easy victory over Thunderbolt without much effort. Alright, as we now wait on the times. As Outlaw got a 26.8225, which just edges out Eruption, but still falls short of Bling, who's still the #1 qualifier, as Thunderbolt got 27.3212. Oh my goodness. Alright, now up. The former racing champion Power Forward against the former freestyle champion Mad Dog, as they're off. Remember, we saw Power Forward struggle last time out in Oklahoma City, and Mad Dog made it to the finals. So let's see how they do here. Here we go into the turn. What a sharp turn by Mad Dog, as it is obliterating Power Forward right now. Here we go into the final turn, and another incredible turn by Mad Dog as it completely obliterates Power Forward in a blowout. Oh my goodness. Will it be enough though as we wait for times? It's a 26.2957. Mad Dog is now the #1 qualifier by quite a bit compared to everyone else right now. And Power Forward, oh boy, Power Forward struggled so bad it got 27.6671, continuing to struggle. So now Mad Dog is the #1 qualifier. Next up, Total Chaos and Wild Ride, the former racing champion, as there they go. Let's see what they got. Oh, Total Chaos on 2 wheels. As Wild Ride has the lead. Not a very good turn there for Wild Ride, but still has the lead. Here we go. As really cutting it sharp there. And it looks like it's going to be all... Oh, careful up the side a little bit, but there we go. Oh, Wild Ride in trouble. And it's going to flip at the end. Oh, it's an ad spot. And not going to be able to save it. Was it like the 4th flip now? Oh my goodness, we're still in qualifying. But Wild Ride got the win still, as it got 27.0874. Meanwhile, Total Chaos got 27.5925. Alright, so now we're down to our final qualifying match. War Machine go up against Shatter. Let's see if Shatter can take on Mad Dog, as here we go. Shatter has like one of the best racing records this year. And is the points leader at the moment too, remember. And depending on how well it does here in qualifying, it can get 50 points right off the bat if it goes into round 2, which would be enough to take over from Nitro's spot. Here we go into the final turn. What a turn by Shatter, completely destroying War Machine, and easy victory. Easy victory for Shatter. As we now wait on the times, as Shatter got 26.7874, as War Machine got a 27.4038. So Mad Dog will hold on and get the #1 qualifier. And how about that? Mad Dog, Shatter, and Outlaw are going to go straight into round 2, so they're going to get 50 points automatically at the start. And Shatter officially retakes the lead from Nitro now in the point standings. So Shatter has the lead, but we'll see how long that lasts. As Mad Dog's #1 qualifier, Shatter was #2. Bling came out first and actually held on to get 3rd place. And Outlaw was 4th place. Alright, so now we take a look at the bracket, as here we go. It's going to start with Shadowrun versus Stinger, with the winner facing Mad Dog. Predator versus Power Forward, with the winner facing Outlaw. Oh boy, that's going to suck for Power Forward. Total Chaos versus High Flying, with the winner facing Bling. And then War Machine versus Night Stalker, with the winner facing Shatter. Round 2 will be Mad Dog versus Shadowrunner Stinger. Crazy Bull versus Crazy. Eruption versus Total Chaos in Topsy Turvy. And then Outlaw facing Power Forward or Predator. Then it'll be Bling versus Total Chaos or High Flying. Flying Falcon versus Thunderbolt. Wild Ride versus Bone Crusher. And Shatter wrap it up with War Machine or Night Stalker. Alright fans, it's time to get to racing. Alright, it's now time for racing. As we start off with the Shadowrun versus Stingers. Here we go! Let's see how they do after Stinger flipped early. But actually, both trucks flipped in racing in qualifying. See how they do here after their flips. As man, Shadowrun was flying down that hill. But Stinger has the lead. Shadowrun was very wobbly. Here we go to the final turn. As Shadowrun went very wide. And it's going to be an easy victory for Stinger, who went very off course on landing. But still going to get the victory. As Stinger moves on to round 2. And next up is Predator going up against Power Forward. And here we go. And see, because Power Forward's been struggling lately. Predator has like the worst race record in the league. It's like 2-11 or something crazy like that. As what a turn there by Power Forward. And Predator way off course. And actually hit the skill roll right there. Are you serious? Easy victory for Power Forward, although it's a little bit off the side. And ooh, what a hard hit it took right there on the front, that rear tire. My goodness. But it got the job done either way. Alright, so Power Forward is going to move on, but boys are going to have a tough challenge in round 2. Alright, so now on to the next side of the bracket, as it's going to be Total Chaos versus High Flying. And here we go. Up that jump they go. Very sharp turn in for... I was saying sharp turn for Total Chaos, but ended up going wide in the end. Oh my goodness, are you serious? As High Flying has the lead. But it looks like Total Chaos might have started to pull it back. Oh boy. Very wide turn here for High Flying. And it is going to be Total Chaos in the end. Ooh, Total Chaos almost went off the side a little bit right there. But Total Chaos gets the victory. And now for our final race of round 1. War Machine and Night Stalker. And they are off. Here we go. Not a good turn there for War Machine. As looks like Night Stalker has the big lead at the moment. Here we go into the turn. Very sharp turn there for Night Stalker. Alright. As really cutting it sharp right there. And Night Stalker will get the easy victory as War Machine had a horrendous pass. Nosedive right there for Night Stalker. Alright. So round 1 is now over. Let's now take a look at the bracket. As round 2 is going to be Mad Dog versus Stinger. Crazy Bull versus Crazy. Eruption versus Topsy Turvy. Outlaw versus Power Forward. Bling versus Total Chaos. Flying Falcon versus Thunderbolt. Wild Ride versus Bone Crusher. And then Shatter versus Night Stalker. Alright. So now let's get to round 2. Alright. Time for round 2. As it's going to start off with Mad Dog going up against Stinger. And here we go. Let's see how they do. As going into that turn. Oh, Mad Dog clipped the turn car right there. And then Stinger went very wide into the turn. When I thought for a moment it had a good turn, but then it blew it. And Mad Dog with the big lead. And Stinger now hits the turning card now. Oh boy, wait, really behind. Oh, tight turn right there. But it looks like it's going to be all Mad Dog again with the huge guy with... Oh, Stinger! Front flips it! Oh my! Violent hit right there! Oh my goodness! That was a horrible hit right there. Oh no! Will it be back for freestyle now? Because that was a really hard hit. That truck just nosedived into the ground. My goodness! So terrible finish for Stinger, but Mad Dog's going to move on to the quarterfinals. Alright, next up is Crazy Bull versus Crazy. As here we go. See what they got. The defending racing and freestyle champion going at it again. The Battle of the Crazy. This is always a funny matchup, even though it's always lopsided. But so far, Crazy... Well, I said Crazy was hanging there, but that pretty much went out the door just now. Unless Crazy Bull decides to screw up. Not probably the best turn, but it's going to be all Crazy Bull. Bars. Oh! Big Skybleed! Ooh, what a hit by Crazy. Man, that was an uncomfortable hit. But held on. Alright, next up is Eruption going up against Topsy Turvy. As here we go. As into the turn. What a sharp turn by Topsy Turvy. But I think it's getting beaten right now by Eruption. Oh boy, we're going very wide there for Topsy Turvy. As we're going very wide. Oh boy, could this be an upset in the works? Here we go, up and over to jump, but it's going to be Eruption in the end as Topsy Turvy nosedived. Eruption holds on for the victory as it moves on to the quarterfinals. And now for a huge matchup, battle of former racing champions. Power Forward and Outlaw going at it. Here we go! Huge matchup. Outlaw, remember, trying to keep up with Mad Dog and Shadow for the points championship. And both of them are desperately trying to win out tonight. Here we go into the turn. Sharp turn by Power Forward, but then it clips the semi-trailer in the car, so that's going to ruin its chances probably. Here we go into the final turn, though. What a turn by Outlaw. Oh my god. No, they are close, but it will be Outlaw still in the end. And then Power Forward's going to flip. Power Forward flips at the end, and not going to be able to save it. Had a chance, but just wouldn't do it. Alright, so that's one half of round 2 done. Now we get to the other half, as it's Bling going up against Total Chaos. So here we go into this race, as Bling went a little wide right there. Gonna go into the turn. As, oh, again, no, neither of them didn't have a really good turn right there. But I think Total Chaos might be in the lead. Oh boy, here we go into the final turn. Very sharp turn for Topsy to me, Total Chaos. And Total Chaos is going to pull off the upset on Bling. So much for getting the third fastest qualifier. Oof, Bling already one and done. Alright, next up is Flying Falcon versus Thunderbolt. As here we go. And he's going to go around that jump. And oh, Flying Falcon trouble. Going to clip the skill roller as it is behind. Very close to the double there from Thunderbolt. Here we go for the final turn. Fred and that needle. They're close. But it's going to be Thunderbolt with the victory as, oh my goodness, what, oh, Thunderbolt flipping over into a front flip as going to save it right there. Holy cow. I was about to say Flying Falcon's in trouble, and all of a sudden Thunderbolt decided to be the one in trouble. Oh my goodness. Alright. Next up is Wild Ride and Bone Crusher now, as they are off. Funny thing, Wild Ride's been to the finals every single time we've gone to Glendale, the previous 3 championships. Could they make it a 4th time tonight in the regular season? As it went very wide in that turn. Maybe still even. Here we go. The final turn, really cutting it sharp for Wild Ride, and then Bone Crusher went into the wall, and that's going to be all Wild Ride right there. Off the side a little bit. Ooh, off the side a little bit for Bone Crusher as well. But Wild Ride moves on. And now for our last matchup, Shatter and Night Stalker, which is important for Shatter because its points lead is up in the air now. As here we go. Mad Dog advanced, Outlaw advanced. Now let's see if Shatter can hold on and keep its points lead. As Night Stalker is all over the place. Going almost into the double. As it is getting smoked, looks like right now, by Shatter. Final turn we go. And then almost into the wall once again. And it's all Shatter with the big victory as it moves on to the quarterfinals on 2 wheels for Night Stalker as it saves it. Alright. So now round 2's done. Let's take a look at the bracket. As we take a look, big matchups. Mad Dog versus Crazy Bull. Eruption versus Outlaw. Then it'll be Total Chaos versus Thunderbolt. And then Wild Ride versus Shatter. Insane matchups we got coming up into the quarterfinals. Alright, now it's time for the quarterfinals with a big matchup. As it's Mad Dog going up against Crazy Bull. Mad Dog needs to win this to keep up with the point stands with Outlaw and Shatters. Here we go. It's got a tough task though facing the defending racing champion. And it's going to go around that turn. What a turn Crazy Bull had. Look at Mad Dog flying out to the center of the track. As Mad Dog went wide right there, but so did Crazy Bull at the end. Oh boy, here we go to the final turn. This could be a close one. What a turn here by Mad Dog. But it is going to be Crazy Bull, who got somehow a lucky jump to not get the Skywheel. He just sailed over with the speed as it blew out with a huge victory. As Mad Dog's night in racing's done. As now Outlaw and Shatter have a chance to take a command and lead. Meanwhile, Outlaw is up next as it's going to have to face Eruption in another big matchup. Here we go! Outlaw and Eruption. Despite the losing record, Eruption is a competitor still. What a turn by both trucks! Oh my goodness! Here we go to the final turn. And what a turn by Outlaw as it will get the victory as both trucks sailed and nosedived in an odd angle at that spot. Outlaw gets the needed victory as it moves on to the semifinals as still trying to be in the points lead. Next up is going to be Thunderbolt going up against the very surprising Total Chaos. Here we go. As Thunderbolt clipped the turning car. Here we go. In the turn. Oh my god. Thunderbolt was like 90 in right there. But Total Chaos is hanging in there. Here we go to the final turn. As Total Chaos went very wide. That's not good. As it is going to be Thunderbolt with the victory. As nosedive there for Total Chaos. Thunderbolt is moving on to the semifinals. And Now for our last matchup, a huge one, as it's going to be Shatter going up against Wild Ride. Shatter needs a win to keep its points lead against Outlaw here. Now that Mad Dog's fallen, but it's got to face a former racing champion. Here we go to the next turn, and what a turn by both trucks! Oh my goodness! Here we go to the final turn. What a turn again by Wild Ride! As it's going to be Wild Ride with the huge victory there. Shatter takes a hard hit and going to go over. Oh, it's still trouble and going to go over at the end. Couldn't get the save. Oh my goodness. Shatter has been eliminated from racing, so now Outlaw's in control with the points. Holy cow. As we now take a look at the semifinals bracket. And you know what's funny about this bracket? Take out Thunderbolt, put in Impala. We have the exact matchups we had here last time in the 2023 MTWS Championship. It's going to be Outlaw versus Crazy Bull once again in the semifinals, just like we were here back in January. And then it's going to be Wild Ride, who also is here in the semifinals. This time, instead of facing Impala, it's got to face its arch rival Thunderbolt. Insane matchup we're having here. 4 elites are going to go at to wrap up the season. So let's get to the semifinals. Alright, MTWS fans, it's now time for our next matchup of the semifinals, as there's a huge rivalry about to go at it. Outlaw and Crazy Bull. We just saw them here back in January going at it for a championship and all that, and now they're about to go at it once again. Here we go. Outlaw and Crazy Bull. Let's see if Outlaw can get its revenge from the semifinals loss last year, as it wants to keep the points up to get the points championship as it clipped the hill. Here we go into the turn, as what a turn, but I think Crazy Bull has the edge here. Oh boy, here we go to the final turn, as they are speeding like crazy. Crazy Bull is 90 in hardcore right there, and it is going to be Crazy Bull with the victory. Crazy Bull has done it again. It beats Outlaw in the semifinals like it did last year, as it's back in the finals. Oh boy, could we actually get another Crazy Bull Wild Ride matchup like we had here last year in the championship? Oh my goodness. Wild Ride is destined to try and make it 4 in a row here in Glendale. But first we'll have to get past a former freestyle champion, Thunderbolt. Here we go. Wild Ride and Thunderbolt. Let's see how they handle right there. Alright, here we go. Into the middle of the track. Another like 90 turn for Wild Ride, but Thunderbolt is in the lead right now. Here we go into the final turn, as Thunderbolt like perfectly lined up, and it will be Thunderbolt with the victory, as Wild Ride was in trouble at the end but gonna get the save. Wild Ride has been defeated. No 4th straight finals appearance for it in Glendale. Someone else will be in the finals, as this time it's going to be Thunderbolt. And the finals is now set. What a matchup. Crazy Bull going up against Thunderbolt. Let's get to the finals. Oh boy, MTWS fans, the finals of the regular season of 2024 is about to go underway, as it's a big one. Crazy Bull and Thunderbolt. Hard to believe it's come down to this. It's now time for the finals. So, let's get it underway. So, representing the lane closest to us, the defending racing champion. 1 race left before we're going to see it in Baltimore trying to defend its title. It beat Crazy in round 2. It beat Mad Dog in the quarterfinals. And then it beat its arch rival Outlaw once again in the semifinals. Give it up for Crazy Bull. And then, in the lane farthest to us, the 2-time freestyle champion, who's also looking forward to getting a racing title in a month from now and another freestyle title. 11th in qualifying. Beat Flying Falcon in round 2, beat Total Chaos in the quarterfinals, and then beat Wild Ride in the semifinals. Give it up for Thunderbolt! Alright, fans, it's now time for the finals. the last one of 2024, before we're going to be in Baltimore for the championship. Crazy Bull wants to be there once again in here in the finals to get its title number 2. But it's got to take on one more time Thunderbolt, the former freestyle champion who's also an elite racer, is ready to go. Alright fans, it's time for the finals of 2024 regular season. Here we go. Crazy Bull versus Thunderbolt. And they are off! Who will get it here tonight? If I remember correctly, Crazy Bull was in the championship, the finals last time in Oakland last year. We'll see what's got here for the second time, as it's going to have a tough one, looks like, with Thunderbolt, as what a turn by both trucks. But here we go. To the final turn, the sign factor, here we go, as what a turn by both trucks, and here we go, to the final jump, and it is Thunderbolt! Thunderbolt is your racing winner, in a close one! What a race that was! Thunderbolt holds on for the victory, in a close one! Your racing winner, here in Glendale, is Thunderbolt! In a very close race right there. Holy cow. Right down to the wire. Just how you like seeing it. As take a look at that bracket to wrap it up. Give it up for your racing winner here. Thunderbolt. Who has won its first race of the season. It took that long for it to get a racing win here. Of 2024. What a run. First time it's won racing since it won race in Arlington back in November 19th of last year. Giving it some more prestige and pride to go into Baltimore to try and get a racing title and get a third freestyle title. So, give it up for your racing winner here in Glendale, Thunderbolt! Well, MTWS fans, the wait is finally over as it's time for freestyle here in Glendale. As here is the track, as we brought a camper out here. Can't wait to see that get destroyed, as it's going to be Bone Crusher that is going to start off freestyle. Alright fans, here we go. Time for freestyle now, as here comes Bone Crusher. Hey, here comes Bone Crusher as it flies out onto the track. As looks like I'm going to start by going for the skill roller. And got some nice air off it too. Let's see what's got us. Oh boy, it looks like going to line up right for the tanker stack. As right up and over it. Going to get a wheelie. And going to go over the skill roller. It's going to be quite interesting to see it being there blocking away for a lot of the trucks later on potentially. Going to go for the back of that jackrabbit. Quite a big track out here, too. Then again, Glendale is a big area for a huge track. Big air off the Send It Jammer. As now going to go for the back of the center jump. Sky wheelie, crushed the tailgate, and what a hit that was. Beautiful. It's 54 seconds left. And then slides out almost into the wall. As back it up. No idea what happened there. As going for the step up. Into the skill roller. Alright, going to go up the bus stack. And clip the side of the fountain. 35 seconds of the regulation left. As going to go for the double and going to clear it. Nice, and going to get a slap wheelie. For the racing lane. As nosedived it. And now going to go back for the tanker once again. And going to go for the skill roller once again. And now looks like going to go into a donut. Second gear as well. With 6 seconds left in regulation. And then going to go for the back of the racing lane. As we are now in bonus time for Bone Crusher. Alright, so now. Stall out a lot right there. Going to go for the racing lane with some big air. And going to get the wheelie. Before smacking the semi-trailer. Back for that jackrabbit once again. Up and over it. Hit the side of the skill roller into the double. Into a little bit of a wheelie once again. As the clock winding down. And couldn't get the stoppie up. As that's it for bonus time. And looks like going to park it right there for Bone Crusher. Good run for Bone Crusher. But now we got to wait on the scores. Well, we'll get to start off tonight. And scores are now in. 7-6-6-6 plus 2 bonus points. It's a 27 for Bone Crusher start off tonight. 27. As next up is going to be Crazy Bull. As we're getting ready for Crazy Bull. Of course, was the runner-up for the racing win just a little bit ago. But fell short to Thunderbolt. We'll see how it does out here. Bone Crusher, our leader right now for 27. As we're still waiting for Crazy Bull to get ready. Enjoying yourself, them MTWS fans, for the season finale that we had earlier in Detroit and now tonight in Glendale. As we continue on with freestyle, which we still wait on Crazy Bull to get ready. The defending racing champion, who is looking forward to trying to defend his racing title next month in Baltimore. Can't wait to see how it's going to do there. Alright, so now it's back to freestyle as here comes Crazy Bull. As here comes Crazy Bull. As going to go right for the bus stack. As going to nosedive it right there. I have no idea what happened there. As going to go right for that with the wheelie. Alright, so now going for the back of the front of the race lane. Uh-oh, careful off the side. In trouble, flipping finally onto the roof right there. And gonna go over right there. Not what Crazy Bull wanted. Like, every hit just went against Crazy Bull in every single regard. Like, it was being racist towards the truck. Jeez. Very unfortunate for Crazy Bull. Only used 20 seconds. As we wait on the scores as they are coming in. And it's just a 10 for Crazy Bull. That sucks after starting off strong and racing by making it to the finals. But not going to do anything now. Alright, next up is Topsy Turvy. That's very unfortunate what happened to Crazy Bull. And we'll see what Topsy Turvy has in a moment. Like, I'm serious, I don't get, why did it nosedive? Of course, I had to focus on making sure the clock was working, so I couldn't see what happened. See, so many times in the last few events I filmed where trucks are just nosediving randomly. And it makes no sense. Alright, so now we are back to freestyle now after the unfortunate end for Crazy Bull. As next up is Topsy Turvy. As here comes Topsy Turvy on the track, flying out. And here we go, right for the back of the racing lane. And now line up for the tanker stack, up and over it. And they're going to go for a skill roller. Feels like so far going for the exact same way that Bone Crusher went for the back of that Jackrabbit. Don't think the other one's been hit yet. And neither has this right here. First one to go for the fountain is, there we go, huge air off of it. Man, what start there for Topsy Turvy. Alright, back for that racing lane. Alright, now for the step up. Big air off of it. And they're going to go for that. Up and over the bus stack. Going to get the wheelie. Sliding out. And then for the Jackrabbit. Some huge air. And oh boy, here we go. First one, right through the camper. Beautiful sight that was. Thank you. Topsy-turvy smacked the wall. Oh, watch out for the racing lane coming up. Hits the side of it with another wheelie and then another wheelie. For the double, big air. And gonna clear too. What a beautiful sight that was. Man, Topsy-turvy is going off in this run. For the double, big crossfire with the semi-trailer coming up and then gonna combo into it. Holy cow. Tried to get Stoppy but didn't quite work out. Is gonna go for the tanker to get into bonus time. Oh boy, gonna floor into the racing lane. Huge sky wheelie right there. Let's go from Topsy-turvy. As what a move that was. For the bus stack. And gonna nosedive it again. Oh boy, hold on. Nice save. Oh boy. And now gonna go for the back of that step up. As we are now at the end of bonus time for Topsy-turvy is gonna park it. Man, what a run by Topsy-turvy. One of its best runs in a while. As we wait on the scores. And scores are now in a 7, 8, 7, 7 plus 2 bonus points. It's a 31 for Topsy-turvy. Holy cow, that's way up there. A 31. As it's our new leader. As next up is the Reverser King Predator. Good on Topsy-turvy, but I think it's already been eliminated from the championship. As it'll be in the Runners-Up Cup, I believe. Oh boy, as we continue on with more freestyle. As right now, Topsy-turvy is our leader with a 31. And we'll see how long it lasts. Because we got a huge all-star field here. Everyone wanted to go to Glendale instead of Detroit. That's how big Glendale is. Since remember, this is the first time we've had a regular season event in Glendale. All the 3 times we've been here before, it was for the championship. So this place is associated with the championship. So, yeah, as we're getting ready for Predator in a moment. Great run by Topsy-turvy. What part of ROR? Instant load truck. Freaking stupid. You instant load. As soon as I hit the button, boom, in the game just like that. That's what it needs to be. As Predator is now in the tunnel. Alright. So now it's back to some more freestyle. As here comes the Reverser King, Predator. As here comes Predator. It's going to go right for the bus stack to get things started with some big air. At least that time it didn't nosedive, but ooh, did not have the best land right there coming down. As nosedived it. Alright, so now, here we go for the back of the racing lane. Sky wheelie, nice. Oh, trouble! What a stompy save that was! How that man did not flip over right there! Holy cow, Predator! I'm going to get a nice sky wheelie onto the cars, over the bus. Oh my goodness, that save Predator did. That was insane. For the tanker stack. And wheelie it. Hey, gotta stop it. And gonna spin around right there. Holy cow for Predator. Gonna go for the skill roller. And then gonna go for the race lane sideways on top of the bus on 2 wheels at an odd angle. And then gonna go up the step up sideways. Alright, now for the Jackrabbit. As here we go. First time anyone hit the backside of that. Ooh, what a hit that was on the rear end. 27 seconds left. As going to go for the semi-trailer up and over it. Slow down a lot. And no wonder it slowed down. It's going to reverse into the trailer. The reverser king strikes again. Moonwalking right there too. As now 10 seconds left. Going right back for a semi-trailer. Full throttle into it. And going to get another stoppie before drop it down. As now in bonus time for Predator. And I think that hit might have counted towards regulation. Man, I think Topsy Turvy might be sweating. Gonna go for the center jump with some big air. Gonna clear it with a wheelie. And then for the semi-trailer, huge air. Odd angled hit. Oh boy, all over the place. Sidewalled it into a save. Nice. Nice save there for Predator. Semi-trailer. Huge air off of it. And gonna get a weird like save right there, as that is it for bonus time. Give it up for Predator. What a run. Holy cow! Again, not sure if Predator's going to make it to the championship. It might have already been eliminated, but man, that was a run. Like I said, these trucks are going to probably put up insane runs tonight because what else do they got to do if they're trying to make the championship? And such. Scores are now in. It's straight 8s plus 2 bonus points. It's a 34! We're already 4 trucks in, and we already have a 34 on the board as a leader. Oh my goodness! A 34 for Predator as it's the new leader. Holy cow. That's insane. As Predator is our leader with a 34. And next up is Bling, who wants to make up for its terrible race performance after getting the second fastest qualifying time, only to go one and done in racing. And Bling also needs to do good because it's another truck I think is like trying to make the championship, which I don't know if it qualified yet. As we still wait on Bling. And yeah, right now going into... Actually, no, that's not the correct one. We're still waiting on Bling to get ready. Man, that was just a wild run that Predator pulled up. Alright, now here comes Bling. If the game would just load up Bling instantly like it should every time. Just instant load. I press load, you load instantly. That's what it needs to be. Every time. Alright. I like when I hit space and it doesn't work. Freaking stupid. You need to just work. Alright, so now back to freestyles. Here comes Bling. Alright, here comes Bling on the track. That's going to go right for the bus stack with a nosedive. And going to get the wheelie. We saw it drive last time out in Oklahoma City. As trying to make the championship. And again, another tanker hit. And it's going to wheelie into the side of that. Alright, here we go for the semi-trailer up and over. Going to nosedive it and going to get the wheelie too. Alright. And now for that double. Coming up and over it. Going to get the wheelie. And now for the back of the center jump. Sky wheelie it. And oh, nosedive! Oh my goodness! What a save there by Bling. Where did that come from? Holy cow. Alright, now we're going to go for the remains of the camper. Second time I think anyone's hit it too. With a crooked wheelie, but watch out with the walls coming up. Alright, now for the jackrabbit. Sky wheelie off of it. 34 seconds left in regulation. And going to get some big air off the center jump. And going to get that wheelie. And then back for center jump once again. Another sky wheelie. Beautiful hit. Right on top of the bus. With the wheelie. Alright, now for the tanker off the side. Going to get that wheelie. And then for the back of Jackrabbit, as we are now in bonus time, Bling has not had that much momentum yet in this run, really. Which is usually not normal for it. And there we go, right for Tanker, as I spoke too soon, apparently. As now going to go for the racing lane with some big air off of it. Alright, so now what's Bling going to do? Oh boy! Here we go for Tanker sideways. Could this be a backflip? And I'm going to skywheelie right on top of the Tanker. And it was a backflip, but it was definitely not a clean one. And that will be it for bonus time. That hit does not count the semi-trailer in time, unfortunately, for Bling. And it's going to go into the double. And now Bling is going to park it right on top of the bus stack. Alright. So went for the backflip attempt, and it technically did get the backflip, but it was an ugly backflip. But yeah, that run was not really the best from Bling. I've seen better. As here come the scores. It's a 7-7-6-6 plus 2 bonus points is a 28 for Bling. Alright, next up is Night Stalker. As Night Stalker, unfortunately, has already been eliminated from the championship. We'll be seeing it in the Runners-Up Cup in Baltimore on January 25th. As it usually always goes to. Alright, Night Stalker getting ready. Alright, now back to freestyle. Here comes Night Stalker. As here comes Bling onto the track. As shown off to the crowd. Let's see what Bling's got. Remember, infamously, back in Las Vegas in 2019, the last event in Sandboy Stadium is going to go right for the center jump with some big air. Remember, it infamously went for the back of the triple and cleared it, which was a stunning start to its freestyle. It's going to go for the fountain now. God, that was insane freestyle it did that night, too. And then for the Jackrabbit, has some big air. So far, looking good for Night Stalker. Is going to go for the camper. Huge air off of it. Ooh, slid out. For the step up. Uh-oh, watch out. Ooh, that was not a comfortable hit right there. That hurts. That was not a good hit for Night Stalker, but still going. Up and over the bus stack. Sliding out. Up and over it. Nosedive it coming down. And sky wheelies it. And oh, it's forced stopping right here. In trouble. Flip it over. Oh boy, couldn't get the... Oh, darn. Not going to be able to save it. It got grabbed by the bus and did that stoppy, which flipped it over. And left 33 seconds on the clock, which sucks because Night Stalker was going good. But unfortunately, it's over already, and it's going to be a 27 for Night Stalker. Alright, well, next up was supposed to be Stinger, but remember, Stinger had that really hard front flip in racing, so it's not ready, and honestly, I don't know if Stinger's going to be ready in time. I think that hit was just too much for it, that big nosedive it took. So next up is going to be High Flying. But we'll keep an eye on Stinger. Until the event's over, it still has a chance. You never know. It'll be dropped all the way to the very end. It'll go after Crazy if it needs to. Which, by the way, remember, happened earlier this year in Brisbane when Power 4 broke and had to wait till the end of freestyle before it was able to go out there. As we're waiting on High Flying, which is already in the tunnel. Hey, High Flying, getting ready. Last time it was here, it won freestyle, remember, and was runner-up in the race and win in the runners-up cup. So it almost got doubled down. But we'll see how it does here, as I think it's already been eliminated as well to the runners-up cup. So anyways, here we go. Here comes High Flying. And here comes High Flying on the track. What will it do? Start off, as it likes to show off to the crowd. Drive a full lap around the track. Alright, looks like gonna line up right for the double. Here we go. And right for the double with some huge sky wheelie off of it. And now right for the back of the racing lane has nosedived it. And for the stop up and over it. Here we go. For that bus stack once again is going to go into the fountain. Watch out for the scoreboard. I moved the obstacles around to make sure it shouldn't be hittable, but we saw it happen before where somehow got hit. Up and over that as well. Coming down. And gonna get the stoppy. Oh, spun around, nice. Going into the race lane sideways. Uh-oh, nice save. And now halfway through the run, has smacked the wall. Huge air off the back of the racing lane. And gonna get that wheelie. Up and over it, nosedive it again. As up and over once again. Gonna get that wheelie. And gonna get another sky wheelie once again. Round the cars beautifully. Had to stop you for a moment. Those buses, they gotta be careful because they're really grabby, as we saw what just happened earlier with Night Stalker and Predator. Gonna go for the camper. Nosedive it once again. Gonna get the wheelie. Oh boy, got a wheelie up the bus. Oh my goodness. Oh, nosedive. Oh, what a spin that was. Off the freaking double. What was that? And of course, that all counted towards regulations. We're now in bonus time for High Flying. Oh my goodness, what was that just happened to High Flying? What a strange save that was. For the back of the camper, the semi-trailer. Hard hit. Oh, gonna front flip it and gonna hit the scoreboard. Not a scoreboard, that wall. And saved it too, which helped it out. And gonna hit the jackrabbit just in time as we're now done with scoring. Oh my goodness, High Flying kept getting bailed out right there as it parks right on top of the hill. Oh my goodness. Man, High Flying had like a lot of insane stuff happen to it, just like Predator did. Could that be enough maybe? As we wait on the scores. As they are now in 7-8, 7-8 plus 2 bonus points. It's a 32 for High Flying, which will put into second place. As next up is going to be War Machine, who is, if I remember correctly, yep, still fighting for a championship spot. I can't remember off the top of my head how it did in racing, but probably got only 50 points at most, which will not be enough. So actually, I think War Machine, look at the point stands, might already be potentially eliminated, even if it wins freestyle. Even win freestyle, it might not be enough to hold on. It's gonna be like it's like razor thin margin. So yeah, if War Machine wants to make the championship, it really is gonna have to win. If it doesn't win, then there is no chance for it. So, oh boy. With that in mind, could War Machine go out there and put like the best freestyle of its existence to have a chance at the championship? I guess we'll have to wait and see as War Machine is getting ready to go. When the trucks are under the spotlight and under the pressure, they show up. As here we go. Here comes War Machine. As here comes War Machine. As gonna go right for the nosedive! Oh, why did that nosedive happen? As that front end is trashed. As that is gonna end it right there. Oh my goodness! Went for the Leduc leap and that front end got obliterated. What happened? Again with the nosedives. That's the third time it's happened. And it killed War Machine. Man, well, I mean, we did say that it was aggressively needed to do something to have a chance to win freestyle. It went big, but unfortunately, though, it killed the truck. Oh my gosh! What was that? Oh, that's unfortunate for War Machine. As the scores are now in, it is a 10 for War Machine, which right now does put in last place. We have 2 10s already. So yeah, 25 points in freestyle. That effectively eliminates War Machine from the championship. Oh man, that just sucks. Wow, that nosedive had to happen at the absolute worst times for War Machine. Alright, so next up is going to be Flying Falcon, who already did make the championship. And remember last year, it actually had a really good freestyle out of nowhere, and I think it was in the top 5 in freestyle at the end of the night, which is I think the best it ever did in the championship. So hoping to do that good again in Baltimore coming up in a month from now. But man, you just gotta feel the pain for War Machine. And obviously it was gonna go big, but then just breaks at the absolute worst times. Or flips. Alright. So next up is Flying Falcon. As here comes Flying Falcon on the track. Something doesn't seem right with the truck at the moment. Oh! Sky wheelie it off the back of the double. I mean, the center jump into the bus stack. But something didn't seem right with the truck at first coming out. And again, something still doesn't feel right. He's going to go for the center jump. With the wheelie. And I think this is the first time anyone's hit the back of the sended jammer. As now going to go line up for that step, the Jackrabbit. As huge air off of it. Yeah, something just doesn't feel right with Flying Falcon so far out here. But it does have some momentum so far. And now for the center jump. Huge air as big air coming down with the flatland. Halfway through the run. And up and over that, land right on the cars beautifully. As going for the bus stack. Gonna nosedive it, but thankfully nowhere near as bad as War Machine was. And then gonna wheel it over the skill roller. Alright, 23 seconds left for Flying Falcon. Gonna go right for the remains of the camper. And gonna wheel it. Oh boy! Smack into the bus stack with the sky wheelie coming down. Here we go. Over the double coming down. Here we go. And nosedive it. As we are now in bonus time for Flying Falcon. Here we go. As up and over that stack. with the wheelie. Oh, boy, in trouble, in trouble. There we go, flip it over. Still flip it, saved it. Nice save there for Flying Falcon. Oh, boy, that was risky close. It is skill jammer, skill roller. Oh, boy, here we go. Gonna try and get the backflip. And just gonna sky wheelie instead. But how about that landing? Gonna get the backflip in the end. Still got the backflip. Would have been kind of cool if it stuck the landing there and stayed there. But unfortunately it couldn't. As nice finish for Flying Falcon. And technically it was a backflip even though it was an ugly one. Alright. As we wait on the scores. As they are now in 6-6-7-7 plus 1 bonus point. Wow, it's only a 27 for Flying Falcon. That's pretty low. Man, got really screwed in terms of scores. And if it wasn't for Stinger, we are officially halfway through Freestyle. Although we're not because we have to see about Stinger. But anyways, next up is Wild Ride. Made it to the semifinals earlier, but just couldn't get the job done in the end when it mattered. Just so close to getting the win, but Thunderbolt had to edge it out. As we're waiting for Wild Ride to get ready. Alrighty now. So now we're ready. Back to freestyle now, fans, as here comes Wild Ride. And now here comes Wild Ride onto the track. Showing off to the crowd in its strange zigzag patterns as it loves to do. Man, Glendale's become like one of its favorite places. It got its racing title here. Runner-up in 2022 and then runner-up in 2023. This place means a lot for it. And here we go for the double. Big air, but watch out with the bus coming up. Just whip beside the hill. For the back of the racing lane on top of the buses. And gonna tap the wall. There we go. Up and over it. Up and over the bus stack once again. Hey, here we go. Nice touch. Sideways on the double. Oh, trouble saving it. Oh, spun around. Oh, trouble. Nice save. Off the Jackrabbit. That was really close. Going now for the back of the Jackrabbit. Alright, so now here we go. For the the send into the semi-trailer. Oh my goodness, what a hit that was. Oh, into another hit right there. Wheeling all over the place. But it looks like Wild Ride took too much damage there with like 40 seconds on the clock, and that's going to end it. My goodness, it stuffed into the semi-trailer and then stuffed it again coming down on the side. That was not a good hit. And that's unfortunate. It's another breakage early. As now we wait on the scores. As they are now in, it's a 25 for Wild Ride. Which I think... yeah, it's third to last right now. 25 and better is the scores for everyone, except, of course, for Crazy Bull and War Machine with 10 each. So, very early ending there for Wild Ride. And next up is Total Chaos. Who did have a really good racing performance for itself, make it to the quarterfinals. That's pretty good. But unfortunately, it's for naught, as Total Chaos has already been eliminated. So it really doesn't matter how well it does. It's not making the championship. Man, I remember back in after 2022, where remember it won its first freestyle in Runners-Up Cup in 2022. I thought it was going to actually be a contender in 2023, but ever since then, it just has not done anything. It's unfortunate for it. And it's going to be another year where it misses the championship. Alright. So, we'll see what's guys. Here we go. Here comes Total Chaos. And now Total Chaos coming out onto the track. Is going to go right for the bus stack with the nosedive again. With that really big rebound sky wheelie. Oh my goodness. Up and over the step up. Here we go for the right center jump. Huge air is just barely going to clear it. Alright, now for the double. Sky wheelie, but not going to clear it. Here we go. That's sliding out. Now going to go line up for the Send It Jammer. Uh-oh, nose diving it. Has just got that front flip off, but thankfully wasn't too hard of a hit, so it held on into another sky wheelie. What a combo. Ooh, that was not a good hit, but held on. My goodness, what a hit that was. And then tapped the wall. Here we go for the back of the front of the race lane. Sky wheelies it again, so we're halfway through regulation with that wheelie. And now for that, up and over. Alright, so now, here we go. For the double. Up and over it with the wheelie. Back for center jump once again into another sky wheelie. Oh, spun around there, got caught by the bus. Might have a chance. And gonna get the save. Oh, still trying to save it. There we go. 16 seconds left. Has slid out into the wall. As, oh boy. Uh-oh, on angle, but gonna go for it sideways instead of going for the backflip. It was just a really bad angle. That's 40 seconds left in regulation. Oh boy, gonna go for the bus at an odd angle. Kind of like what happened to Crasher in Anaheim last year, remember, where it got stuck on top of the obstacle. As we're now into bonus time for Total Chaos. Big air. Oh, front flip onto the roof. What a hit, as that is over. Oh my goodness, what an uncomfortable hit that was for Total Chaos. As we wait on the scores now. As we're waiting for them to come in. And they are in 7,766 plus 1 bonus point to 27. Man, the judge has been kind of stiff lately. As once again, nothing. As we're down to our final 9 trucks. As we still wait on Stinger. Next up is Eruption. It's amazing how second year in a row Eruption had a losing record in racing. This time around, though, it improved so well in freestyle that it saved its season and made the championship, whereas it missed it last year. Bet Crush and Run's like, why couldn't I be that lucky? And I have a better record in racing. Unfortunately for it, Eruption showed up in freestyle. Now let's see what's got out here. Before we see it one more time in Baltimore. Trying to get its first race in a freestyle title. As Predator, by the way, still leads with 34. No one's come close to it yet. Alright. So now here we go back for more freestyles. Here comes Eruption. Alright, here comes Eruption onto the track, flying out. And is going to go right for the remains of the camper, up and over it. And now for the back of the racing lane, huge sky wheelie. I say it's the back, but it's actually the front, but it gets the steep air. Alright, for a double, going to lay on top of it, nosedived it. Alright, here we go for the fountain. Huge Huge air. Odd angled hit with the wheelie. Oh, one wheel. Look at that angle it went at. Holy cow. For the double. I mean, not the double, the step up. And then taps the wall once again. Needs to pick it up. Huge sky wheelie. Odd angled hit coming down. And I have no idea what Eruption was doing right there. That's halfway through the run now. For the fountain. Huge air. With the wheelie. Odd angle sky wheelie. That's going to hurt coming down. Oh my goodness, what a hit. Held on. Man. That was a tough hit. 22 seconds left for Eruption. Going for it. For the semi-trailer. Huge sky wheelie. Stoppy. Nice. Just let gravity take over right there. And momentum. Ooh, hard hit. And we are now in bonus time. As here we go. Right for center jump. To officially be in bonus time. Huge air. Up the bus. Sky wheelies it. And then going to go into the fountain. Hey, going to splash into the fountain too for a nice touch. Alright. There we go. Sky wheelies it. Into that. That's the clock wind down. Better hurry up. And gonna smash into the thumping tanker with spin right there. And nice move that was for Eruption. Oh my goodness, what a run that was. That was a great run by Eruption. Like I said, it hasn't done good racing these last 2 years, but this time around it made up for some really good freestyles. Scores are now in 8, 8, 7, 8 plus 2 bonus points. It's a 33, 1 point short, but still not enough to take down Predator, who still leads. And now we got the elites coming up. Everyone but one is a champion, and most of these are freestyle champions too, I may add. And we're going to start off with the truck, who has 2 freestyle titles. It won its last title here 4 years ago in this stadium, and is also the only truck right now that can double down. That's right, Thunderbolt is finally coming up. It's like 34, easy. Yet couldn't get a 30, couldn't be a 38 in 2022 to defend its freestyle title, which was hilarious. Alright, can't wait to see what Thunderbolt's got. Alright. So here we go. Thunderbolt is ready. So we'll see. We got the elites coming up. Could it take on the lead? As here we go. Here comes Thunderbolt. Alright, here comes Thunderbolt flying onto the track. As that 34 is the score to beat. That slide out. Oh boy, gonna go right for the center in the race and get things started. Huge sky wheelie! Just like it did earlier in racing. As out for the back. Oh, sky wheelie off the sended jammer. But that slowed down a lot. Really did hurt. You can't be slowing down here. You gotta hit like everything full throttle for the double. And then gonna go for the back and the center jump. Look at the sky wheelie right on the bus. Beautiful hit there. Holy cow for Thunderbolt. And then tap the wall again for the tanker. Oh, getting clipped by the tire saved it. Oh my goodness, what a hard angle hit that was. For the semi-trailer. Look at the air it got. 50 seconds left. Almost started sidewall a little bit. I mean, here we go for the bus stack. It's nosediving, but thankfully it's not too bad. Wheelie it. Oh my goodness, what a wheelie. Over to step up. Stopping for that moment. Tap the wall again. Smash through the remains of the camper. Man, just really aggressive. One hit after another. Look at the air off the bus deck into the fountain. Careful about hitting the wall right there. Here we go. Right for double. Look at the air again. Just an air assault by Thunderbolt. Oh my goodness. Oh, the sky wheelie right on the bus. Thunderbolt just going off out here. And gonna go into that, spun around, flip it over, and oh no, it couldn't save it. Oh, it flipped into bonus time, so it's not gonna get any bonus points. Oh no, that could come back to bite it. That was a great run by Thunderbolt, but it flipped early. Oh no. Oh boy, as we wait on the scores. They are now in. It's an 8-8, 9-8. It's a furry free. All it took was one bonus point to get it, but it was too late. I mean, too early in the flip. Oh, Thunderbolt almost got the lead. But unfortunately, its night's done in that regard, as it got a furry free just short. Alright, so next up is the 2010 and 2012 Freestyle Champion, Outlaw, who, remember, back in 2020, the last MTM2 event for MTWS, actually was second place in freestyle and all that. But that's been outside of that though, since 2014. So that's like 5 championships I think now. Outlaw, besides 2020, has struggled in the championship. It's just not been doing good in freestyle. Remember, last year, it popped its tire very early on to its run. I think it was in its very first hit. And it just kept it from doing good. Like, Outlaw just can't get a break in the championship. And we'll see if that changes next month in Baltimore, because it's going there. And remember, Baltimore, Outlaw is the first of the free trucks coming up to challenge that points lead. It got the most in racing. Can they hold on, get more in freestyle now is the question. As we still wait to see if it can beat the score of 34 by Predator. As Predator has avoided 2 trucks now in a row for 33. Alright, as we're back to more freestyle, as here comes the former freestyle champion, Outlaw! Here comes Outlaw on the track now. Let's see what's got. Made it to the semifinals tonight in racing, but couldn't get the job done against Crazy Bull again. Is going to line up right for the center jump. I mean, race lane. Sky wheelies it. What a big sky wheelie to get things started. For the double, sky wheelies it. Trying to be careful about avoiding the banner right there. So many trucks beforehand hit it, and they want to avoid that at all cost. Even if it means slowing down instead of clearing the double. Big air off the semi-trailer. For the tanker. And then comboed it off the tanker from the the skill roller. And then gonna cross front into the camper, but watch out with the wall coming up. And once again, wants to keep tapping the wall, which is not good for its momentum. Look at that cross thread. Just avoid all those obstacles too. And now gonna go for the semi-trailer. And once again, look at the sky wheelie. Oh, front flip it! In trouble! Saved it! For Outlaw! Let's go! Oh boy! Gonna go for that sideways! As we're now 30 seconds in the run, Outlaw, what a move that was! Up the bus stack! And gonna go into the side of the fountain, which sent it with a wheelie. Alright, now for... Oh, watch out, that smacks the wall right there! Unfortunately, that broke the 4-link. It tried to line up at high speed for the jackrabbit, but the truck decided to veer to the other direction, sent it careening into the wall, which flipped it over. And I think it flipped with 11 seconds left, which that's going to hurt Outlaw again. It was putting up a run, but man, that finish is going to bite. As scores are now in, it's a 8-7, 8-8. It's a 31 for Outlaw. As again, short. As next up is a near hometown truck, if I remember correctly, and the 2022 Freestyle Champion, Shadowrun, who won its title 2 years ago in this stadium. And last time it was here, it was trying to defend its title but fell short on. So we'll see what it's got here against Predators 34, which somehow still standing from all this time. Alright, as we are getting ready for another former freestyle champion. As we are now ready to go. As here comes Shadowrun. Alright, here comes Shadowrun on the track. Let's see what's got this time around. This looks like going to line up right for the step up to get things started. Is up and over it. I'm going to go for that skill roller. And up and over the bus stack. Shadowrun, despite losing its title last year, has still been one of the best freestylers in the year. I think has the most freestyle points so far going into today. It's just been so dominant freestyle still, and has won a lot of freestyles despite losing its freestyle title. Maybe making a good favorite to maybe re-get its title tonight, next month in Baltimore. We'll have to wait and see that when that time comes. Huge air off the semi-trailer, as once again Shadowrun's just flooring into one hit after another. And sky wheelies it once again. For skill roller. Oh, wait, that's gonna be too hard! Oh, stuffed into the tanker! Flip it over! Oh, boy! Oh, got lucky there! That was risky. Floored way too hard on those obstacles, and it almost went over. That was close. Inside the container. Huge crossfire. Watch out with the double coming up. Hard hit. Oh! Sidewall it! Save it over, rotate! Into another save! Let's go! For Shadowrun! Oh, boy, on two wheels! Gonna go up the jackrabbit, flip it over again, and oh! Into another save! It just won't stop flipping! Shadowrun! What a save that was! 4 seconds left! As going for the back of the semi, the center jump, huge air, nose diving. We're now in bonus time for Shadowrun. This is what I'm talking about. Shadowrun pulling up insane moves. Sky wheelies it. And then gonna get a skill move too. Nice save. Remember I had flip and raise it too. Let's go. For a step up. Crossbreak. Oh, that's going to hurt. Oh, what a hit there that was. And that is going to end the run. But hey, it filled the clock. And that's all that matters. Oh my goodness. Shadowrun. What a run. Those saves. Holy cow, what saves they were. As we wait on the scores, could it take on that Furry 4 by Predator? 9, 8, 9, 8 plus 2 bonus points. It's a 36. Shadowrun's our new leader with a 36. And we still have 5 trucks to go. And that includes Stinger, who we still have no idea if it's going to even come back. Let's go for Shadowrun once again. Put up the insane run. Which I bet wish it did last year in the championship to defend its title. But even a 36 would not have been enough to beat Crazy's 37. Alright, next up is the 2009 Freestyle Champion, Mad Dog. It got... Outlaw put up a really high score, but it's not scoring high compared to other trucks already, so it's not going to get that much points in Freestyle, potentially. But it got a lot in racing, so... Outlaw probably has the lead when it comes to points of the trucks here that are going for a championship. So Mad Dog really needs to make up for it, since it didn't do as well in racing compared to Outlaw. And then there's still Shatter later on, who has the biggest lead of the three, that could maybe seal it if it does very good. As we're still waiting on Mad Dog. Oh my gosh, just what an insane run that was by Shatter. Back-to-back saves. When a truck just refuses to stop flipping and just, not just not flipping, but just settle down. Just get on the four wheels and stop getting on two wheels on every single hit. Just settle down. It's not hard. Settle down. As Mad Dog's getting ready to go. Alright, now for the 2009 Freestyle Champion. Here comes Mad Dog. As here comes Mad Dog flying out into the track. I'm going to go for the back of the cars. I mean the hill right there. Even though once again I hit the clock. I hit the clock. And it doesn't start. For the tanker now. Another really great freestyler this year. Remember we saw what it did back in... Oh! Got caught by a trailer right there. That's a little concerning. Oh boy, held on. That was very concerning where it just got randomly grabbed by the semi-trailer when it shouldn't have. As now for the back of the center jump. Look at a sky wheelie. Gonna crush the cars. And that was not a very good hit on the bus, honestly. It needed to go forward instantly to keep the momentum up instead of wasting time. Huge sky wheelie off the racing lane. Look at that coming down. And taking a gamble. Gonna clear the double and avoid the wall. Need to start taking gambles. Make sure it's to keep the momentum up. And look at the air off the bus stack. For that now as well. I'm going to go for that. And once again, big air. And once again, just avoid the red zone. That was close again. Huge air off the semi-trailer coming down. Takes a hard hit. Sidewall and flip it over. And trying to save it. Oh boy. And not going to be able to as the skill roller blocked it. If it wasn't the way it could have had it. And that's going to flip it over early as it didn't get any bonus points here. That's the third time now an Elite Freestyler couldn't get any bonus points. As we wait on the scores. As they are now in. It's straight 8s for Mad Dog, so it's a 32. So it did score more than Outlaw, but I don't know if it's going to matter much in the end, since it's not that far off from Outlaw. So Outlaw might have still gotten the edge when it came to racing points. But Shatter still probably has the advantage overall. Next up is Power Ford, the 2011 racing champion, who remember we saw 5 days ago in Oklahoma City win freestyle with a really wild freestyle despite struggles early on. Oh my god, that was out of nowhere when it won freestyle. Alright, so we can't wait to see what's got. As we have 4 trucks left. And again, that does include Shatter, who we have no idea about since it still fixed itself from that very violent hard front flip it had. And of course, remember too, regardless what happens with Shatter, I mean, I'm Stinger, we still have an encore as always for the Runners-Up Cup, so tune in for that as well after the last freestyler. Be it Crazy or Stinger. Alright, so we're now ready to go. We saw it win freestyle in Oklahoma City. Let's see what's got here. Here comes Power Forward. As here comes Power Forward on the track. Oh boy, Gonna go for the bus stack to get things started. Very risky, but it paid off with the Leduc leap this time around. No nosedive or anything. As now, gonna go right for the tanker, up and over it. As he's gonna go now for the semi-trailer. Sky wheelies it. Coming down. Oh boy, flip it over. As saved it. Huge air off the semi-trailer. And got the stoppie as going to let go into the racing lane on 2 wheels. Watch out with the wall coming up. And now back for a tanker. A little bit off the side though, which could be trouble, but held on. Here we go. For the double. Big air. And just once again avoid the red zone. That was really close. Huge air. Watch out for semi-trailer. 30 seconds left in regulation. A high momentum run for Power Forward so far. Reminds of those incredible runs it had in Championship the last 2 years where it was in the top 5 in freestyle. And once again, look at the air. Gonna get the wheelie. Oh boy! Gonna front flip it off the double. And it actually worked. Oh my god, it actually worked. Oh, it got grabbed by the wall back there. Oh no! Oh no! With 4 seconds left, it got grabbed by the wall. You gotta be kidding me. That front flip somehow just managing to avoid hitting the red zone, at least the top part of it. It got bailed out, and then that happened. It got grabbed by the wall, which I've been driving on a Glendale track for like several years now. I've never seen it get grabbed right there. It always just pushed aside like that. Man, that sucks for Power Forward. That was an insane move, only for it to get robbed like that. As the scores are now in 9-8, 9-9. It's a 35. Again, 1 point short of tying. Oh man, if it didn't get grabbed, it could have done it. But it's short as Shadowrun survives again. As next up is the last, no champion, but it's the last truck that contends for the points championship. And that is Stinger. Not Stinger, Shatter. As we'll see what's got. But man, it's got to put up one insane run to beat a 36. And after what Power Forward did, I got a feeling that a lot of trucks the last remaining trucks are going to have to try and do something like that. A front flip. But man, if anything, if I remember correctly, I think Power Forward like barely got that. Like it was just like perfectly lined up because it was like dropping down. And it got just the right angle at the right speed to get the front flip while also avoiding the red zone walk, which it did hit, but hit at the angle where it didn't really affect it. So yeah, that is a close one. Alright, so here we go. Last run for the points championship now. Here comes Shatter. As here comes Shatter on the track. As going to go for the racing lane to get things started. And some nice air off of it. As now going to go for the center jump. As huge air off of it. Coming down. And now for the double. Sky wheelies it. Lands on the hill coming down with the wheelie. A lot of momentum so far. And almost had the exact same bad experience like Outlaw just had earlier. Send it way too fast into the step up. And now for a center jump. Look at the air off of it. And then for the... Oh, watch out though! That was really close. Didn't think it was going to get that much air off the fountain as just avoid the red zone. For the double, once again, big hit after another for Shatter. As all side wall, look at it go, flip it over right there, and saved it. Let's go. Big move for Shatter. big air off the back of the Jackrabbit. Oh boy, I wonder if Shadowrun should start sweating. There's big air. And then big sky wheelie off the back of the center jump. And now for the tanker. Has 7 seconds left in regulation. And look at that. Oh no! Could save it. Trying to save it. Oh no! Not going to be able to save it. And that could save Shadowrun. Flipped once again right into bonus time. Oh man. Flipped right there. That was an insane run, but again, just short of bonus time. And that could hurt it. As here come the scores. A 9, 9, 9, 8, another 35. Again, short because of no bonus time. That's the fifth elite truck tonight that didn't get any bonus points as it flipped like right when it was about to go into bonus time. And that bailed out Shadowrun again. Oh my goodness. You can't be making this up. It keeps getting bailed out. Alright, outside of Stinger, we are down to our final truck. And that is the defending freestyle champion, Crazy, for its final run before it has to defend its title in Baltimore in February. Last time Crazy was on this track for freestyle, it won its freestyle title with one of the craziest stoppy moves in MTWS history, in the championship at least. And honestly, I still think its last move that scored is the reason why it won. That it went for the double and odd angle, got a save, came down, got a stoppy, reversed up it, and then got another save coming down. That alone gave it, I think, just enough points on that move alone to get the win. Well, we'll see what's got here is another truck could not take down Shadowrun. Alright, barring Stinger, this is the last truck. So we'll see. Could Crazy get it, or will Shadowrun hold on with some momentum going into the Baltimore? Here we go. Here comes Crazy. As here comes Crazy. As Crazy loves to do. Show off to the crowd. From that side. And then, of course, all the way out here. There you go. Now, what will Crazy do? Man, I can't wait for to see what Crazy's got out here in Glendale. And it looks like it's made up its mind. So here we go. Right for the racing lane to get things started. Gonna land on the cars coming down. Sky wheelie there. Over the double. Big air. And just again avoid the red zone. Probably the most spectacular jump anyone got tonight off the double. And then send it jammer. And back of the this double. Back of the center jump. Let's go. Big hit there, too, for Crazy. For the tanker. Huge air off of it. For the semi-trailer. But watch out for the send it jam right there. Just avoid it. And avoid the red zone thing right there, too. That was really close. Huge air once again. Halfway through the run. A lot of momentum so far for Crazy. Into side of hill for the bus. On angled hit with the wheelie. And then going to go into the remains of the campers. But I don't think it hasn't been touched in a while. And back of the Jackrabbit. Coming down. And then for the fountain. Huge air off it. Let's go. As Crazy continues to go off in freestyle. Oh, big Skelly. But watch out. On angle coming out. Oh my goodness. What a hit that was. Uh-oh. Oh, boy, gonna go over right here. Could it save it? No, wait. No. Oh, it hit the odd angle, flipped over, and again, another elite truck put up an insane run, but flipped right before bonus time, and that could save Shadowrun again. As we wait on the scores, oh my goodness, the momentum in that run. As the scores are now in 9, 9, 9, 8. It's another 35. Shadowrun is your winner here in Glendale, as Stinger is not ready and not going to be anywhere near ready. We're going to wrap it up there. Oh my God! Shadowrun survived 3 straight 35s. You can't make this up. All the scoring tonight. Holy cow! 34 Predator got, and it's 5th place now after leading for most of the night. Give it up for your freestyle winner, Shadowrun. Oh my goodness. And the good thing for Shadowrun is, I believe, based upon its spot, that it did get 100 points, which could be enough to tie Outlaw for the most points it got tonight. And Shatter did come into the night with the most points of everyone besides Nitro. So maybe that could have been just enough to potentially get Shatter the points championship again, which it I think had last year. I don't think we've ever had Truck. We never had Truck get back-to-back points championships. Shatter could have done it potentially, but we're gonna have to wait till later tonight to find out if it did or not. But give it up for Shadowrun for winning freestyle. What an awesome event it was in Glendale. But of course, we're not done yet though. We still got one more thing left, MTWS fans. And that, of course, is the MTWS truck coming out for an encore. As here we go. We're going to go into a donut. Remember, last year around this time, the MTWS truck debuted the 15th anniversary paint as it came out for a donut, and now going to go for the back of the double. The center jump. And we will be seeing one more time, remember, in this paint scheme in the championship event coming up. So tune in for that before it gets its new updated body and paint scheme for 2025 with the normal paints once again for the league. And Big Air just avoided the red zone. As spun out. Gonna go in between a whole bunch of obstacles right there. Stuff into the bus stack. And then going to get Big Air off the back of the center jump. Oh my goodness, what a hit that was. Uh-oh. Oh, well, here we go. Flip it over. And gonna save it right there. Let's go. Man. Up the semi-trailer once again. Big Air. Gonna get the stoppie, but then again, oh, gonna save it. On the front flip. And it actually did hit the ceiling of the red zone. But it had just enough room because the V5s are small enough that it was able to just squeeze in to still save it. If that was V4 though, it would not have been able to finish the front flip. Probably wouldn't even front flip at all. And it's going for the step up. With that wheelie. Gonna go into the bus stack once again. Oh boy, gonna smash hard into that fountain. Somehow avoided the actual fountain itself. But it broke the forelink right there, so that's gonna end it. And with that, MTWS fans, the 2024 MTWS season is finally over. What a year it was. What a lot of memorable moments we had to celebrate the 15th anniversary. What a night it was. I hope you all enjoyed the season finales in Glendale and Detroit tonight. Our debut in Glendale in the season for a regular season event was insane. We had some insane freestyles, insane racing action, and all finishes off with just 2 more events left, the postseason, up in M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. So next time we see you all, it'll be the 2024 MTWS Runners-Up Cup on January 25th. And remember, that also will be qualifying for a championship, too, for racing. So tune in for that as well. You got to tune in for both. And then on February 4th, we will crown the 2024 championships with the 2024 MTWS Championship. As both tracks will be revealed at the beginning of next year. The recap to the season will be tomorrow. And now that the season's over, I'll finally hopefully get back to my top 10 MTWS events of each season so we can finally do 2024. Man, what a season it was. Congratulations to Thunderbolt and Shadowrun with their wins. And see you all for the championship in a month from now. So, see you all next time.